So let's take a look at your sources here. So there's two different things going on in the toolbox. You have source type, like what kind of source is it? And then what specific source underneath the source type. So for instance, underneath source type, we have this walk-in, right? So this is for your walk-in applications after you have your talent network career site refined, where we can set up all the postings to just go to specific areas. So we have a walk-in as a source type, right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the sources themselves here. And I believe we already have one listed underneath the walk-in. So you've got Babylon, Bronx. So you can simply just add a new source type. So let's just say we're going to create Brooklyn and then choose that source type for walk-in. Now again, visible on front office means will it be visible on your career site? Say yes to that, as well as say yes on your back office or your ATS. Now, if you select no for posting, that means that when you upload a candidate and you import them, you can choose the source of walk-in Brooklyn. But if you choose posting, it's going to allow you to create and generate a URL to send to the career site, where then the feature page for Brooklyn would be able to be uploaded for candidates to apply to. And then you can also default the posting. You can basically say yes to this, and that means it'll be checked automatically when you get to the posting page number 1. Now, email, if you have an email associated with, say, that store, you can plug it in, but otherwise just put a generic email address in there. It really doesn't affect the posting or how people apply to the position. If you happen to have a source that did have an email address, you would just plug that in. And then you have keywords here. If you want to insert keywords, maybe you put Brooklyn, the store location, address, or anything that would maybe differentiate one source from the next. This isn't mandatory. When you post the job, the URL is going to be recognized as a walk-in from Brooklyn. So that's not really even necessary. Once I select OK, that creates the new source type, right? And then they all are listed here underneath sources. You can see the generic Gmails visible on front office or your talent network career site, your back office, your ATS, yes, used for posting. So now in turn, if I go to the job posting section here, you now have Brooklyn. So when I post the job, if I update the career site and choose Brooklyn, it's going to create a unique URL for the Brooklyn store.